Hi, I'm Refilwe Palagangwe, the Iron Lady, and I'll be your host today. We are here with Millicent Mashela yet again. Today we are talking business advisory. So, Millicent, please tell us, when we are talking about business advisory, what is it that we are talking about?
So, Refilwe, when we're talking about business advisory, we're talking about an exciting exercise because business advisory is a tool that really looks into the business and say, what is this business all about? So you look into the business strategy and say, okay, as the business, this is the strategy, or this is where you want to sit the business on. So you look into the business vision and say, as the business, this is where we want to go. But this is where we are. So then you interrogate the present into the future. Okay. So I think with all other services that we do, it's mostly looking at the past, the historical. But this becomes so exciting because then it is the driver of growth. It's when a business owner or an entrepreneur just say, you know what, this is my business. I want to take it from here and I want to see it there. And then as the business advisors, then we come and say, let's have a look at what the business at this point is and how then we take it to the future. Then in that sense, you look at the business strategies, you say what differentiates you, what is the position that you want to position yourself as the business. And let's say the business is struggling. Okay. Then you will look into diagnostics of what really causes the business to struggle, and then how do we then come with solution to fix what is happening within the business. So you will look into the pillars of business to say the pillars of business is actually your target market, is the people or the team that you're working on, is the production processes that you're working on. What is it that then needs to be fixed? And in that sense, it's all about business goals at the same time. Do the business have specific goals that are smart towards the achievement of the objective of what the business exists, which is the mission of the business? So it's the linkages of every activities in the business to see that there is KPIs, like key performance indicators, that can take this business from point A to point B or to point C where it wants to go. So that's why it becomes as exciting, because it's all about the driving force behind the business. And I think because it is something that is inspired by a self-driven mode, most businesses don't use that tool until something happens. And then because now maybe the business is struggling, there's a risk of them closing, then they run to business advisors. But I advise business owners or businesses to have a business advisor at any given point with major decision making. Decisions must be informed by an advisory tool to say, okay, we get to decisions by this and that.
All right.
Looking into your risks, looking into your controls that are around the business, looking into the governance structures, who's the oversight of this business activities, and who's responsible for what. So that's really, in the nutshell, business advisory, looking into the business, taking it from this point towards the future, knowing that what is the risk and what are the controls, and how do we then make sure that there is clear goals and KPIs that can deliver this process.
All right, so now you talked about businesses coming at a certain point. Would you advise businesses to come at the first stage of the business, when people are sitting and saying, we want to open this and that, and not coming when there's a crisis?
Refilwe, and that is a great question, because you say, why do I need a business advisor? I'm just starting up. I really do like the example about a child who's just being born today. For a child to be born, there's different experts. Even through the pregnancy stage, there's different experts, there's different checks, there's different people that are involved in the process of birthing. There's also different ways when the child is growing, there's checks there, go and do this process for the child at 6 months and all that. Which should be the same approach for businesses.
Okay.
So business advisory needs to be there, whether it's an inception level, whether it's at startup level, and in the growing stage, because at any different levels you need experts of business. So you must understand that business advisory is not only done by one person. So you get different experts. Some are experts in risk management, some are experts in governance, some are experts in strategy, some are experts in goal settings. So then it